I don't usually go for women like you, but for you, I'm going to make an exception. Wow, you're actually really smart. I didn't expect that. You look so good today. I guess you made an effort. What are the similarities of that compliment? And if someone told you those things, how would that make you feel? Would that make you feel very confident? Would that make you feel really happy? Would that make you feel like this compliment is kind of weird? Or you just stop to think about it like, what is this person actually saying? What does this person mean? If that compliment makes you feel the second way, like making you feel like weird, like what does he really mean? Doesn't really, you try to think about why he said that. That compliment is actually negging. So what is negging, guys? Practically, negging is giving backhand compliments. What do I mean by backhand compliments? Exactly what I mentioned initially. Those compliments that feel like insults. Somebody said it is subliments, like the person is subbing you and complimenting you at the same time. So you're not really sure if this is a compliment or an insult. So a popular relationship coach made a post to the supposed fiancé, and the thing came up so wrong. Like, it came off so wrong. He actually started his love post by saying, "You are not the most beautiful, but I chose you. You're not the most intelligent, but I chose you." Remember, this girl that he's talking about is a first class graduate. So yes, she might not be the most beautiful, she might not be the most intelligent, but what does that compliment seek to achieve? Why are you reminding her that she's not the most beautiful? That is a classic example of negging. Now, negging is a form of emotional verbal abuse. Negging can be so subtle that you don't even notice it, but what it does is that at the long run, when you're constantly being negged by a partner, it affects you subconsciously, and you find yourself losing your self-esteem. I remember a story of a lady that was in this kind of situationship, and like I said, it can be very subtle. This lady said she was eating, and then she ordered a dessert, and then the person that she was with, the guy she was having this date with, told her, "Are you sure you should be having that?" So if somebody tells you that when you're eating, when you're trying to enjoy yourself, when you're trying to relax and you just want to have fun and eat what you like, and somebody tells you, "Are you sure you should be having that? Are you sure you're not having too much?" What do you think the person is indirectly trying to tell you? Okay, I believe you guessed right. Okay, the person is indirectly trying to tell you that you are fat and you should not be eating sweet things. So when somebody tells you, "Are you sure you should be eating that?" the next time you're with that person, you want to be conscious of what you're eating, because you know that person sees you as fat. Okay. Or somebody tells you, "Oh, you're looking good today," it means you made effort. What the person is trying to tell you that before you're not always looking good, before you're always looking ugly, you're not always looking like you put an effort. So subconsciously, whenever you want to see this person, you're doing extra because you feel the person thinks you're not always looking good. But remember, it was a compliment. But why is it affecting you that way? Why is it making you feel that you're not enough, that you're not doing enough? It is because it is negging. It is an emotional abuse. So it doesn't affect you instantly, but when you're experiencing this thing constantly, when it is being done to you constantly, over time, it begins to change your attitude and the way you view yourself. That is why it's very important for you to know when these things are happening to you. So what are the signs that you're being negged? First is backhanded compliments. That is a classic definition of negging. You are being complimented, but you feel like it is an insult. Those compliments are meant to bring you down somewhere and also compliment you. So it's a backhanded compliment. It comes with an insult. Secondly, another way for you to find out if you're being negged is they constantly criticize you. Now, criticism is good, or constructive criticism is good, but when it becomes too much, it demoralizes you. It makes you feel like you're not doing enough. It affects your self-esteem. So when you're being constantly criticized in a very demeaning manner, not constructively, that person is negging you. Another way for you to know is that they keep asking you questions. So this question is not really for them to know the answer. They're not asking out of a place of ignorance, like they want to know the answer. They're asking these questions in order to test your words and also to diminish you. So you need to be careful when you're with somebody for the first time and the person is asking you some kind of obnoxious question. You need to know why the person is asking you that question in the first place. If the person is trying to know the answer, genuinely wants to know the answer, or the person is just trying to neg you. Another sign for you to know is they won't stop upping you. You're with somebody and you're trying to tell the person, "Oh, I had a nice time, I went on this vacation," and the person will tell you, "Me, I went for a more beautiful place. I graduated with first class. Me, I graduated with first class, and I even came big. I was the best in the whole school." Like, they always want to trump your own achievements. You say things, instead of them to be happy for you, they are saying the one that they did that is more than your own. That is a classic example that you're being negged. Another sign is constantly comparing you to others. It could be to their ex, it could be to someone the both of you know. For example, "This cloth looks good on you, just that your stomach is big. Can't you see so person?" So apart from the fact that they complimented your dressing, they pointed out that you have a big stomach, but that person does not have a big stomach. That's a classic example. And lastly, when you find yourself constantly craving their approval, Like I said, as time goes on, this thing affects your self-esteem. So when you find yourself constantly seeking their approval, when you want to go out, because of what they said about your dressing, because of what they said about your tummy, because of what they said about, you know, any part of your body, or even if you're intelligent, every time you find yourself trying to prove yourself, like you go out of your way. You're always very conscious when you're around them. That is a classic example of negging. You know, somebody that's negging you find yourself consciously trying to adjust to what they want you to be, or you know, those things that they've been telling you. Just know that you're being negged. So what do you do if you're in this kind of situation? First of all, you need to know that you're in the situation. You know, you need to understand what it means, and then when you experience it, you need to know that this is what you're experiencing, and then when you do, have a conversation. Tell the person, I don't like this. In fact, immediately the person gives you that kind of compliment, it is always very good for you to show your displeasure, to show that you're not happy with what the person said. And when you're getting to know somebody for the first time, like I said, negging happens almost immediately. They try to size you up and bring you down to their level in order for you to feel that they are, you know, up here and you're down here. So you need to understand when this thing is happening and then express your displeasure. I don't like the way you spoke to me. Everything, like I said earlier in this video, whatever you tolerate at the beginning of your relationship, that is exactly how it's going to go on throughout, you know, the period of your relationship, until you realize that you cannot take it anymore. So it's always best for you to tackle these things at the initial stage so that it does not go on. And if it goes on, you know what to do. You know the things you can tolerate and the things that you will not be able to tolerate. So it's all up to you. So thank you guys for watching. If you have not subscribed to this channel, take 1 second of your time and do so. Also, don't forget to turn on your notification bell and give this video a thumbs up. I'll also be reading from the comment section. Let me know your experiences. So thank you once again. I'm going to see you very soon. For now, bye bye.